जिससे हमारे शिला और गोस्वामी पाद विदर्भमाद नाटक ग्रंथ में वर्णन करते हैं अनार्कित शरीर श्लोक के द्वारा है अनार्कित शरीर चिराग करुणा अवतीर्ण करो समार्पयतु उन्नत उज्ज्वलसं सदक्ति स्त्रिया परिपूर्ण सुंदर दिलिपद संदीर्घ सदा हृदय कंदरे स्फुरतु भव सचिनंदन गौरी जी एक अभूतपूर्व
Sachinandana Gaur Hari. This unprecedented prem he is giving. He is relishing this and he is giving drops to all the jivas in this world. Brahmanas and Chandals before they were very far from each other, but the mercy of Mahaprabhu, they are not hating each other anymore. And they are embracing each other. Before Brahmanas and Chandras they were very far from each other, but by mercy of Mahaprabhu they gave up all the hatred and now they are embracing each other because of the love and affection. When do you have love and affection? When you don't have the bodily conception. If you have bodily conception, I and mine, then always there will be quarrel and division, isn't it? Quarrel and competition. But if you are above bodily conception, then all these quarrels are over. Especially Prema Bhakti. The Nitya-siddha Vrajavasis, they have this Prema Bhakti, eternal. The eternal associates of Krishna, like Rupa Manjari, Rati Manjari, they are called Nitya Parikaras of God, they are not Jivatat. So how can we serve under their guidance? So the Vishaya Vigraha is Swayam Bhagavan. And to serve Vishaya Vigraha Krishna, we have to do under the guidance of Ashray Vigraha Shrimati Radhika. Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Prabhupada told to serve the Brajabasis when they are feeling the separation when Krishna left from Vrindavana to Mathura. These are topmost goal. When Krishna left and went to Mathura, the Brajabasis, they felt so much separation in their hearts. So to serve the Vrajavasis when they are feeling this, if drops of this can manifest in our heart, we have to do sadhana to attain all this. Without sadhana we cannot attain the goal. If we don't do sadhana, we can never attain the goal. So here is saying ragatmika-bhakti saragam pratijanur. So saragam, with deep attachment, stay in Braj. Tad sloka Manah-shiksha. What's the general meaning of the word rag? You know, like our senses. Raga is the natural attraction that the senses have for the object of the senses. Just like we see, for example, our senses. Nose, eyes, touch, nose, tongue. What is the natural tendency of our senses? Is to enjoy the panchatanmatra, the five objects of the senses. What are they? Rupa, ras, gandha, shabda, sparsha, sound, touch, form, smell, taste. So the natural tendency of the eyes is like when there is a beautiful form, the eyes want to go into that direction of the beautiful form. Also the tongue always wants to relish in delicious tastes. Our ears, they want to listen beautiful songs, and if you hear a beautiful song you like so much, your ears are so happy. Touch, so our nose always want to smell great smells. So in the same way, so the word is swabhavik, means spontaneous or natural. So our senses naturally, they always go to enjoying form, taste, sound, smell, touch. This is rag.
में राग की परिभाषा
Bhaktivinoda Thakur in the Jayavadharma, he gave this general definition of rag. What is rag? Is when naturally,
जबरदस्ती नहीं, सहायक रूप में
it's
जाना,
not forcefully, but it's completely naturally.
इसलिए कह रहे हैं साधारणतः भक्ति के साधन और सिद्धि के तीन अवस्थाएं कहते हैं। एक साधन भक्ति, भाव भक्ति और प्रेमा भक्ति। श्रद्धा से लेकर के आसक्ति तक,
So from Shraddha until Ashakti, this is Sadhana Bhakti.
भाव भक्ति के कहा जाता है। इसके बाद
Bhava Bhakti is after that, and then after that, Prema Bhakti.
भाव भक्ति के जो है वो कृपा शब्द कहा जाता है।
Bhava Bhakti is called Kripa Sadhya, comes only by mercy.
प्रसाद जो कृपा व भगवत प्रसाद जो कृपा के द्वारा ही
By the mercy of God or His devotee, we are able to attain Bhav.
शुद्ध सत्व विशेषात्मा प्रेम सिद्धं समभाको रुचि विचित्त स्मार्सिनो हृदय स्वभाव उच्चत। भाव की जो परिभाषा दी है,
So the definition of Bhav is given.
ये भाव अनेकों जन्म की
Actually, the Bhav,
संस्कार
because of samskara from many lives,
है, अथवा
or
तो भगवान की कृपा के द्वारा ही
by the mercy of God and Bhagavan,
घटित होता है।
this Bhav will appear in the heart.
तथापि कहते हैं भाव क्या है?
But the Bhava is also called Kripa Sadhya. It comes by mercy.
अथवा भगवत प्रसाद
Mercy of God or the devotee. Anyway, by the mercy,
समस्त भाव हृदय में,
Bhava will manifest in the heart.
इसलिए कहते हैं वही भाव जो परिपक्व
So when this Bhava is completely matured,
कहलाती है।
comes in the heart in the stage of Bhava Bhakti
रूप गोस्वामी ने भक्ति रसामृत सिंधु में बड़ी सूक्ष्म
and Prema Bhakti. So Rupa Goswami in the Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu, he explained very well about this.
उदय की एक क्रम दिखा
The sequence of how Prema manifests. Like you've heard,
इस श्लोक की हम आलोचना कर रहे हैं।
yesterday we were discussing this sloka. Ado Sraddha Tato Sadhusanga.
भजन क्रिया अथवा अनर्थ निवृत्ति तथा सात्व निष्ठा रुचि अथा आसक्ति तथो भावस्तथो प्रेम ये प्रेम बंजुति साधकानां प्रेम प्रादुर्भव भवेत् क्रम। इस प्रकार प्रेम की क्रम जो है
So the sequence of Prem
हाँ वो दिखाया गया
is described here.
जो पहले आदु श्रद्धा
So beginning in the Shraddha,
करें, इसके बाद
Then,
श्रद्धा परिपक्व होने पर
after the Shraddha is matured, then this leads to Sadhu Sangha.
फिर अनर्थ भजन क्रिया
Then Bhajana Kriya, Anata Nivritti, Nistha, Rucha, Shakti. All this sequence is there.
विवेचन करके भी दिखाया, विश्लेषण किया।
So there is so much explanation about this.
श्रद्धा भी दो प्रकार होता है।
Two kinds of Shraddha, Lokik Shraddha and Paramartik Shraddha.
श्रद्धा की अनेकों स्तरों के
Many levels of Shraddha also.
विश्लेषण करके दिखाया। एक वैदिक श्रद्धा होता है,
Vaidhi Shraddha, another is Raganuga Shraddha.
तो इसके विचार अनेक दिखाए माधुर्य कादम्बिनी में, इसके विस्तृत रूप में
So in the book Madhura Kadambini, all this is explained in details.
दिखाए माधुर्य साधु संग है, वैदिक भक्ति के संग और साधु संग है, रसिक भक्त की संग आदि को साधु संग भी दिखाया गया। स्वजाति आस सिंधु सतो इस श्लोक के द्वारा दिखाया गया।
So this book also explains about the
ये किस प्रकार
association of
साधु की
Rasik Sadhu. If you have the association of Sadhu, how to associate it with Sadhu?
संग भी दिखाया। भगवत पार्षद देह
Associate with a Mahabhagavat,
से संत महा
Bhagavad Parsha Deha Prapta. This kind of devotee, also Niruddhata Kashaya, Murchita Kashaya.
की साधु की भी
There are many kinds of sadhus and levels of the sadhus.
कथा हम लोग बताते रहते हैं।
Time to time, we will discuss this. Shastra explains, Vishwanath Chakravarti also explains.
असाधु कौन है?
Who is not a sadhu, right?
साधु कौन है? कोई साधु, सभी साधु है। असाधु कौन है? असाधु कौन है?
Who is not a sadhu? Come on.
अथवा साधु कौन है?
Or who is a sadhu?
ये भी प्रश्न है।
You can also say.
दृष्टिकोण से, according to angle of vision, you can
According to your angle of vision, you can justify.
हम अपने अपने दृष्टिकोण से एक दूसरे को हम देखते रहते हैं। ये साधु है, ये साधु
We see, oh, this is a sadhu or not a sadhu. He's a thief, this and that.
सब अपने अपने दृष्टिकोण से देखते रहते हैं,
Everyone sees from their own angle of vision.
देखते रहते हैं। तो तात्पर्य इसी प्रकार तात्पर्य इसी प्रकार
So the meaning is that
निरपेक्ष रूप में हम जो विचार करें, शास्त्रीय विचार, ये अच्छा है बुरी है, सब अपने अपने दृष्टिकोण की प्रक्रिया की कैसी है, साधन की भी परिभाषा दिया गया, ये सब भी विचार करके दिखाया। साधन भक्ति में क्या क्या लक्षण,
what are the symptoms,
लक्षण आदि के द्वारा
internal and external symptoms of which level.
इस समस्त अनेकों बार आलोचना,
So we are again and again listening and repeating these topics. Because if you read this katha again and again, then these things will appear in your hearts, otherwise you will forget them. The nature of the conditioned souls, this is their nature, they forget. They forget, this is the nature of the conditioned souls. That's why again and again we have to discuss these things, and one day this will create a scratch in our hearts. That's why again and again we speak this katha. Page 38, Manah-shiksha, English. Sadhana bhakti, which is performed during the devotee stage of practice, has two divisions, Vaidhi and raganuga. By sadhana you can attain prem. By at the stage of fruition of bhakti also a corresponding subtle difference remains. Okay, what is the difference? If you only follow Vaidhi-bhakti, you attain up until Vaikuntha. But if you follow raganuga-bhakti, sadhana bhajana with raganuga, then you go to and up until Goloka Vrindavan. Although many obstacles will come in Braj, yes. We have to cross these obstacles. Like Jiva Goswami gave an example. Suppose the high peak of the Himalayas. When a drop of water is created, there's ice from the top of the Himalayas melts and becomes a drop of water. And this drop of water makes the decision, I want to meet the ocean. So imagine the life of the drop of water. How many obstacles the drop of water will find until meet the ocean. So from Himalayas and Gangotri, then the spring of the Ganges. So how many obstacles must cross, like stones and so many things and dams, Then this drop of water will reach the Ganges river and then comes to Haridwar, Allahabad, all the stream of the Ganges, Bengal. Then finally it will meet the ocean. This drop of water meets the ocean. So how many kinds of obstacles will come in the life? So in the same way, doing the bhajan, so many obstacles will come as well. Until Nishtha, so many obstacles will come. 5 kinds of obstacles they come. So before achieving Nishtha, 5 kinds of obstacles they come. What are these 5? What are they? 5 kinds of obstacles. The last one is rasa sadhan. Do you remember? Lai bhikshik apratipati kashai rasa sadhan. I forgot now. Lai bhikship apratipati kashai rasa sadhan. All these obstacles they come. So when you listen or harikatha or when you remember smaran, then you feel so much sleepiness. Vikshep, distraction, to concentrate your mind is so difficult. Apratipati, although you try so much and never so much, your senses, they don't come out of sense gratification. Kashai, you have many kinds of samskar from previous lives, and the lust and anger come and make you forget all spiritual things. Rasa sadhan. When you're chanting holy names or doing spiritual activities, still your senses, they want to enjoy material things and sense gratification. It's called rasa sadhan. So there's a nice smell coming from where? Oh, from the kitchen. Oh, so you're chanting holy names, but actually you're feeling that good smell. So you want to eat, and you're thinking about the delicious food. So all these obstacles they come. Then also how the stage of cleaning the anarthas, Ekadesha Vartini, Bahudesha Vartini, Praiki Purna Atyantiki. So on the path of bhajan, there are so many obstacles. But what you have to do with the obstacles? You have to cross over them. You have to cross them over. So I was thinking it was problem on my internet, but sometimes I think Hindi connection problems, and then for a second it freezes. So we're discussing about raganuga bhajan. In the beginning, this sadhaka follows Vaidhi-bhakti. So following Vaidhi-bhakti, slowly, by the cessation of the sadhus, a lobha will come in the heart, and the devotee continues to attain bhav. Something which you cannot attain from the sukriti of many lives. But if you find exalted devotee, and if you listen from his lotus mouth, this rasa madhurya katha, you'll be able to immerse yourself in Braj Prem. So, Vishwanath Chakravarti Pada explains, Vaidhi Raganuga bhajan, just like, when the leaves, they come out, they grow from the plants, they come unfolded, 2 small leaves when they grow from the plants. Sorry, they come folded, like they come looks like they come together folded, and it's a little bit harsh this side of the plant. But when the leaf unfolds for a bit and becomes like wide, like opens up, so the this part which is like not so soft, it's more hard, will come down, and then that softer part will be facing up. So this harder part is Vaidhi-bhakti, and the softer part is raganuga-bhakti. So why do we give this example? If you really follow properly Vidhi-marga, and if you continue listening Braj Katha, a kind of bhav will appear in your heart. Then slowly, you'll be able to leave Vaidhi-bhakti and enter Raga-bhakti. So those who follow bhakti by the fear of the scriptures, this is Vaidhi-bhakti. But those who have natural in their hearts, those who don't have natural in their hearts anuraga, attachment for Krishna, they're only following the rules of the scripture just because they are fearful of the injunctions of the shastras and the results if they don't follow. This is Vaidhi-bhakti. Suppose the shastra explains that if you don't follow Ekadashi, you will have to suffer sins. On the day of Ekadashi, if you take one of kind of grains, rice, wheat, or these 5 kinds of grains, if you take on the day of Ekadashi, you have to suffer sinful reactions. Life after life, you have to suffer sins, and you have to come back in this material world to suffer these sins. So on the day of Ekadashi, you shouldn't at all take these 5 kinds of grains. Do you understand?
इसलिए शास्त्र की भय से अर्थात नरक भय
So,
से
by fear, being fearful of going to the hell, you follow Ekadasi.
सुस्त रखने के
Or maybe to keep your body healthier,
भी करते हैं।
you follow Ekadasi.
बंगाल में अनेक प्रकार के
In Bengal, many people follow Ekadasi.
खाते हैं, चावल खाए नहीं खाएंगे,
Some people in Bengal, like they don't eat like
खा लेते हैं।
other kinds of grains, but they take only rice, or they don't eat only rice.
हैं? पूरी जो है वो क्या बोलते हैं उसका? लूची बोलता है।
They call ruchi puri.
नहीं खाएंगे, एकादशी के दिन चावल नहीं खाएंगे।
Okay, they only do Ekadasi, they will not eat rice, but they eat only puri.
लूची लूची बोलते हैं।
They call luchi. Luchi is like the puri name in Bengal. Luchi.
और लूची।
Aludam and luchi.
बाबा जी महाराज बनाया था ना।
That Devabaji Maharaj, he did this. Some preparation with potato and puri. They eat this, but they don't eat rice. Some people in Bengal.
पूरी बनता है।
Sometimes they make, not always.
उसमें घी दे करके मैदा में घी दे करके
You
मैदा
put
दे करके
ghee in the wheat, and then
सफेद हो जाते हैं,
it
लाल हो
comes
जाते हैं खाने में।
very golden color.
कर मच
That when you fry, makes the sound kar 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 kar.
मच कितना आनंद आता है।
Very nice, delicious, very crunchy.
क्या करते हैं?
So people,
एकादशी के दिन चावल
on the day of Ekadasi, they don't eat rice, okay.
लूची खाएंगे,
They eat only luchi, like this puri.
चना खा लेते हैं।
Or they eat a chickpeas, suppose.
एकादशी के चावल नहीं बनाएंगे ना, चावल नहीं बनाएंगे। हाँ। तो हाँ, इसलिए कह रहे हैं जत्र रागना व्याप्तता प्रवृत्ति रूपाय जायते शासने नहीं व शास्त्र शास्त्र सा वैधि भक्ति उच्यते। तो इस बार भक्ति के साधन में दो प्रकार के प्रवृत्ति होता है।
Page 38, translation of the verse.
लोभ से
Engagement in sadhana bhakti is sometimes inspired by intense greed, lobha, and sometimes by the disciplinary statements of the scriptures.
भय से हो,
So you can follow by fear or by greed.
जो भक्ति उदित होता है वो भक्ति के दो कहते हैं, एक लोकमयी भक्ति
So two kinds of bhakti, lobha-mayi-bhakti and Vaidhi-bhakti.
है। इसलिए शास्त्र से जो अनुशासन आत्मक वचनों के द्वारा प्रवृत्ति
When engagement in sadhana bhakti is not inspired by spontaneous love, but by the governing directions of the scriptures, it is called Vaidhi-bhakti. Vaidhi-bhakti has many names, like Bhaya utpadika-bhakti, also another name.
वैधि भक्ति के एक नाम कहा जाता है।
Another name of Vaidhi-bhakti. Another name, shastra-shasana-mayi-bhakti,
शासन के अनुशासन के
because you are following the rules of the scriptures, and
उसके वैधि भक्ति भी कहा
this is also called Vaidhi-bhakti.
जिसको और भी कहा जाता है बल्लभाचार्य जिसको भी कहता है मर्यादा
Vallabhacharya said also,
और मर्यादा युक्त एवं वैधि भक्ति को
this Vaidhi-bhakti, which consists of strict constraints outlined in the scriptures, is called Marjada Marga, also by some learned scholars, namely those coming in the disciplic succession of Sri Vallabhacharya.
भगवान के प्रति ईश्वर
Because you think always that Krishna is God, like you have this opulent mood, awe and reverence, he's Bhagavan.
कुंड से लेकर के
So actually from Vaikuntha, Ayodhya, Dwarka until Mathura, all these places, they have Marjada Jukta Bhakti, Bhakti with awe and reverence, following some etiquette. Because all people who are in these places, the associates of God in these places, they all know he is Bhagavan, he's God.
ये शब्द उनके हृदय में रहता है।
They always think this. So they have this Rit Kampan, they have this fear in their hearts. You know, like a fear in the sense like, oh, he's higher than me. You know, you're afraid to, because I am small, he's great, and he's higher.
एक विशेष
You
कहा
know.
जाता है लोभमयी भक्ति
So
की एक विशेष है।
you hesitate in your heart sometimes.
ब्रज में
But
कोई एक ब्रजवासी
in Vraja, no Brajabasi thinks Krishna is higher.
राम की तुम ही समो।
Well, I mean, friends of Krishna say you're not higher than us, maybe you're equal. So
कह रहे हैं
it's like above friends with friendship mode, they're saying, what, you're higher than us?
झगड़ा तो हो जाते हैं।
They're even fighting, quarreling with Krishna. You climb in our shoulders. No, we climb on your shoulders.
चढ़ जाते हैं।
Sometimes the Subhashadam, they climb on the shoulders of Krishna. They give their own food remnants to Krishna.
हिरोडन होता है, हितकंपन होता है। वो श्रेष्ठ है, वो श्रेष्ठ है, मैं छोटा हूँ, ये भावना है।
So Shabari, you will see. Shabari Some people say that she tried the fruits, like she ate half and then she gave to Ram. This is completely wrong Siddhanta. Gurudev spoke against this. Because actually some people think that Shabari gave half of her food to Ram. But no. Except for Braj, no one else will do this. Like try the food and then give the rest of the food to Ram. Because except Braj, everyone thinks, oh, he is God. Everybody is afraid, because afraid in the sense of committing some offense or something because he's God. So they have this hesitation, oh, he's higher.
वैधि-भक्ति के संग और ये ब्रज रसिक भक्त की संग आदि को कम से कम जब समझौता कर लेते हैं क्या समझौता कर पहुंच जाते हैं सखा लोग कभी कभी जो है ये तक पहुंच जाते हैं किंतु देखो सभी कृष्ण के छोटा मानते हैं.
So the Saka sometimes they reconcile with Krishna saying, okay, we are in the same level. But actually, in Braj, everybody thinks Krishna is even more inferior than them. But Krishna showed so much opulence in Vraj. Actually, 100 billion more time opulence that Krishna has in Vaikuntha, Dwaraka, Mathura, he manifests in Vrindavan. But still, even seeing this Ashwarya, this opulence, the Brajavasis, they never ever think Krishna is higher, or higher than them, or more elevated, or something. They don't touch Krishna's feet or anything. Why? Because they have so much low-kick sadbandha bhata priti, this worldly affection like a family member. So they think Krishna is a family member completely, just like their own family. So they have this mood towards Krishna. So this bhav, this Braj bhav, so Maharaj told us today about Shuddha Dasa. What is the Shuddha Dasa? This pure servitorship. In Vaikuntha, Ayodhya, Dwaraka, Mathura, and Ayodhya, we see this pure servitorship. But Maharaj said that Raktak Patraka, the servants of Vraj, actually they don't think themselves as being servants of Krishna. They serve Krishna, but they don't think I'm the servant of Krishna. They think what? So the example of Rakta Patrika in Braj is Dasabhav, but actually they are not thinking I'm servant of Krishna. They think I am the servant of Mother Yashoda or Nanda Baba. So Subal Shidam, for example, or Nanda Yashoda, such beautiful mood, and also Madhurya Bhav, Swakhiya Parakhiya mood, and also Sambandhatmika and kamatmika-bhakti. So the Vrajavasi, they also serve with Sambandha, with relationship. Maharaj they wrote that the Vrajavasis like Subal, Sudam, Nanda, Jashoda, they are serving Krishna. But what is most prominent? The service of the relationship. For them, the relationship is more prominent. Nanda Maharaj and Majashoda, how do they serve Gopal? They have which mood in their heart? Oh, Krishna is my son, they think. They think Krishna is my son. So this is called sambhoga-iccha-mayi-bhakti. So Sambandha is first and Seva is second. But in kamatmika-bhakti, Sambandha, the relationship is secondary and the service is more prominent. This amorous service, loving service. Service with so much eagerness. So much eagerness. So they have so much eagerness to Krishna. So this kamatmika-bhakti, Sambandha is secondary and the service is primary. Jiva Goswami, the commentary, he told Radha, Lalita, Vishaka, if you ask them, what is the relationship you guys have with Krishna? They'll say, relationship? We don't even think about it. We don't even know if we're married or not. We don't even know. We are discussing so many things. No, they're married, not married, this and that. But actually they don't even think about it. If they are married or not, they don't even think about it. Sometimes Yogamaya, to manifest the Bhava Madhurya, Yogamaya makes some mood come in the heart of the Vraja gopis that they think I am belonging to another man. Means I got married to another man. But this is not, generally they don't even think about it. Understand? They just have so much prema-mayi, Krishna, this loving thirst to serve Krishna always. And they serve so much, day and night. They just want Krishna to be happy, day and night. This sloka explains. Last sloka of Gopi Gita. Jiva Goswami gives such a beautiful explanation. This is only possible in Kanta Bhava. Conjugal Paramur Ka Anta. What is the end of this love? Nobody can find. No one can explain the end, the limit of it. So kamatmika-bhakti is also divided in two. Sambhoga-iccha-mayi and tad-tad-bhava-iccha-mayi. Lalita and the other Sakhis. Yes, I accidentally spoke a slip of tongue. I spoke wrong. So, sambhoga-iccha-mayi is Lalita, Vishaka. Like sometimes they independently also. They want to meet with Krishna, you know. But those who have tad-tad-bhava-iccha-mayi-bhakti, only the manjaris they have this. Even in the dreams, the Sakhis, the Nitya Sakhi and the Prana Sakhi, they have Manjari Bhav. Not even in their dreams. They want to meet independently with Krishna. So we see all these bhavas. This bhava, Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, he is giving to the jivas of this world. In this sloka Narpita Charin Chirat, the main meaning of this sloka is this one. So before Mahaprabhu, nobody gave this, spoke about this. Like before Mahaprabhu, even great Rasikacharyas, they came in this world, like Jayadeva, Vidyapati, Chandidas, great personalities. None of them manifested this bhav. But Srila Rupa Goswami, by the mercy of Mahaprabhu, he showed the speciality of this seva of Manjari Bhava tad-tad-bhava-iccha-mayi. So, how to attain all these bhavas? How can we attain Bhava Bhakti? Why he's saying this? What is the meaning? In some sampradayas, they say, when you take diksha mantra in some sampradayas, other sampradayas, their stay in Vraja is complete or not? Like they stay in Vraja, and this is complete or not? No. Only those who are under the shelter of Mahaprabhu and his associates. Associates of Mahaprabhu means Swarupa Damodar and Rupa Goswami, Raghunadas Goswami. These great exalted personalities. Under their guidance only, you be able to properly stay in Braj and attain that highest mood. So all this is being described here. Later on we also will describe how what Rupa Goswami explained about following raganuga-bhakti. What is the process of doing bhajan? Page 40, Manah-shiksha, English.
ये समस्त जो है विचार देते जा रहे हैं। वास्तव रूप में ब्रज की बास हम कैसे करें?
How can we really stay in Braj? Brajabas.
प्रियतम नवकिशोर श्री नंदनंदन का और उसी प्रकार श्री कृष्ण के प्रिय भक्तजन अथच अपने स्वजातीय भाव वाले व्यक्ति का स्मरण करते हुए
One should constantly remember one's dearest, eternally fresh youth, Srinanda Nandana, and the beloved associates of Krishna who are possessed of the identical mood for which one aspires. One should always reside in Brajadham with great attachment for hearing topics regarding Krishna and his devotees. If one is physically unable to live in Braj, one should do so mentally. This is the method of raganuga-bhakti sadhana. A sadhaka who has greed for raganuga-bhakti should serve Shri Krishna both in the sadhaka rupa and siddha rupa, in accordance with the profound sentiments of the eternal residents of Braj, who possess the same mood for which he aspires. Page 41. The sadhaka rupa refers to the physical body in which one is presently situated, and the siddha rupa refers to the internally contemplated spiritual form that is suitable to serve Krishna according to one's cherished desire. One should serve Shri Krishna in these two forms by following, not imitating, under the guidance of Krishna's beloved Shri Radhika, Chandrabali, Lalita, Vishaka, Rupa Manjari, and others, as well as their followers such as Shri Rupa, Shri Sanatan, and Shri Raghunatha Das. A sadhaka of the sentiment of servitude should serve in accordance with the mode of Krishna's associate in Dasya Bhav, such as Raktak and Patrak. A sadhaka of Sakya Bhav should follow Shri Dam, Subal, and others. A sadhaka of Vatsalya Bhav should serve according to the mode of Shri Nanda and Jashoda. So sadhaka rupa and siddha rupa. Just like, for example, Rupa Sanatan, they were doing bhajana in Vraj with this Vraja mood. So we have to follow their activities. In the Siddha Deha, the perfect internal spiritual body, one should offer mental service to Shri Krishna under the guidance of Radha, Lalita, Vishaka, Rupa Manjari, Rati Manjari, and others. In the Sadhaka Rupa, one physical body, one should render physical service under the guidance of Shri Rupa, Shri Sanatan, and others. So Gurudeva just read the translation of this verse, Shravanat Kirtan Dini. So 5 limbs of Raganuga-bhakti. भाव संबंधी, भाव प्रतिकूल, भाव अनुकूल, भाव संबंधी, भाव विरुद्ध. So tomorrow we'll speak about this, how to enter Vraja Raganuga-bhakti. So chanting holy names slowly. One thing is a practical and another thing is a theory. So you read the book and you remember many things from the book, okay, but how to really follow that in your life, how to attain that bhav, this is called practical, not only theoretical. So chanting holy names slowly, you have to think about all these things. That's why Rupa Goswami Pad in the Padashamrita he said Tan Namarupa Charitadi Sukirtananam. So chanting holy names, all these will manifest. So the more we chant holy names, and know about this thought about chanting holy names, then all these will appear in our hearts. So how to live in Braj? How to live in Braj? Under the guidance of these associates of Lord, and all the symptoms are there. Vanchakalpa. So I'm translating to Portuguese, but later we can, I don't know if another devotee could translate to Portuguese, then I could translate Maharaj in English. And also I don't know how it would be. If like on my own Facebook or on Zoom. Anyway. Translating first minutes that were missing.
Sri Advaita Gadadhar Shivasadi Sri Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare सर्वदा मेरे गुरुपाद पद्म नित्य लीला प्रविष्टम विष्णुपाद अष्टोत्तर सत्संग समस्त वैष्णव के चरण कमलों में मेरा यथायथा प्रणाम स्वीकार हो। मनः-शिक्षा की तृतीय श्लोक हम
So the third sloka of Manah-shiksha.
जिसमें कल हम लोग
Yesterday,
पूर्व पक्ष के द्वारा प्रश्नों
where the objection was raised
किसी भी संप्रदाय के
that if you take diksha from any sampradaya or shiksha from any different sampradaya,
के साथ ब्रजवास की प्राप्ति हो सकती है।
will be able to really attain Braj and attain raganuga-bhakti? This question is answered in this verse.
चार संप्रदाय कहा जाता है।
So there are four sampradayas:
ब्रह्मा, रुद्र,
Shiv Brahma, Rudra, and Sanaka sampradaya.
किसी संप्रदाय से दीक्षा मंत्र
So you can take diksha mantra from any sampradaya,
भजन करें क्या
and then
रगानुगा
if you do bhajan in these other sampradayas, you will be able to attain residence in Braj and raganuga-bhakti.
के उत्तर इस श्लोक में हमारे
So the answer we find in this sloka. Raghunath Goswami explains.
छेरा भाषम हे मन तुम्हारी यदि
Oh my mind, if you want what?
ब्रज वास करने के
To live in Braj.
छेरा भाषम ब्रजभुवि सरागम प्रति जन्मन
Means life after life, pratijanur.
यदि जन्मन में
If you are eager to gain residence in Braj on the platform of Ragatmika-bhakti, and if you desire to obtain the direct service of the eternally youthful divine couple, then birth after birth, always distinctly remember and bow down with great love to Shri Swarupa Damodara Goswami, Rupa Goswami, and his elder brother Sanatana Goswami, and all other associates of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, who are the recipients of his mercy.
परिचर्या तुम्हारे मन में इच्छा हो तब तुम क्या करो
So what you have to do?
स्वरूपं सिरूपं सहगनम्य तस्य उग्राय
Always distinctly remember and bow down with great love to Sri Swarupa, Rupa Goswami, and his elder brother Sanatana Goswami.
सर्व दामोदर श्री रूप गोस्वामी पाद एवं उनकी अग्रज रूप गोस्वामी के अग्रज को
Who is the younger elder brother of Rupa Goswami is Sanatana Goswami, his elder brother.
महानुभावों की अनुगत्य
So, under the guidance of these exalted personalities,
और उनकी भजन पद्धति जो है अनुसरण करें
you have to follow in their footsteps of their bhajan. Then you'll be able to stay in Brajavasa in proper way. This is being explained here.
स्फुटं प्रेमणा नित्यं स्मरो नमस्तदा सुनु मनो अरे मन
Oh my mind,
तुम यह बुद्धिपूर्वक इसकी अच्छी तरफ से जो है विचार करो
think about it.
जिसमें हम लोग भी श्रवण किया
So like we heard,
ये चैतन्य महाप्रभु के कृपा
without the mercy of Mahaprabhu, we're not able to attain this highest mood of Vraj.
श्री माधुर्य कादम्बिनी अष्ट अमृत
Okay, Shanta Dasa Sakavatsala. But if you really want to attain Madhurya Bhava, then certainly you have to accept the guidance of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. And also, all the associates of Mahaprabhu also. Swarupa Damodara, Raya Ramananda, etc. Especially Sri Rupa Goswami, Sri Sanatana Goswami. You have to accept their guidance.
क्योंकि इसमें कह रहे हैं जी ये सब जो है महादुर्लभ ब्रज प्रेम के मूल भंडारी एवं
Because they are the principal storekeepers and guardians of this most rare Vraja Prem.
उनकी अपनी शिष्य परंपरा एवं स्वरचित
For the medium of their disciplic succession and the authentic literatures composed by them, they have given the whole world the most valuable gifts of the procedures of Vrajaras, the manner of the residence in Braj, and the most confidential method of obtaining love for the divine couple.
चैतन्य महाप्रभु जो प्रेम विश्ववासी को दिया
So Mahaprabhu gave this prem, unparalleled prem to all jivas in this world. No one gave this before. No one had given. Like Srila Rupa Goswami in the Vidagdha-madhavanatakam, he told
करते जा रहे हैं अनर्पित चरिम चिरात
Anarpita Charinchirat from this look.
चरिम चिरात करुणा
Here I was already translating, I'll just stop now.
समर्पयतु उन्नत उज्ज्वलसं सभक्ति स्त्रियं प्रिय पुरुष सुंदर दिव्य कदम संदीर्पित सदा हृदय कंदरे स्फुरतु भव सचिनंदन सचिनंदन गौर हरि की ये एक अभूतपूर्व प्रेम है
This unprecedented prem.
ये स्वयं आस्वादन करके
Mahaprabhu is relishing this
और उसके छींटे फूटे
and he's giving drops of it to the jivas.
जिससे हम